Okay. Makers. First children. I love how I gained a level by reading a book. That's a good lesson to teach you, boys and girls. Make sure you read books, because actually it does help you gain experience. You do gain experience from reading books, so that actually is quite accurate, I think. Okay, Leliana, what are we doing with you? Let me see. Well, let's give you some improved tactics. And let's give you a defensive fire. Yeah, her dexterity is high as I'd like it to be. So let's raise her constitution so she can survive a little easier. Let me do a normal save real quick. Alright. Let's go through this gauntlet. Wow, okay. Verona.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
That sounds like dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
So that's Andraste's mother. Andraste's mom. Vane Chartan.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Home.
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
General Mapharoth.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Oh, I think I got that. That would be jealousy.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
I remember Liliana mentioning that man. He was the wife of Andraste. I remember that now from Liliana's story. Archon Hessarian.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
The broken sword. A broken sword would imply mercy.
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
Halfway through. So far we're doing pretty well with this. Disciple Cather.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
No one has seen it, but I'll know it comes from nothing. But will fell many, fell armies. That would be hunger.
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tiventa Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done and knew the Maker smiled on us.
I really like this sequence because it really helps to teach you some of the lore of the Dragon Age universe. You know, about Andraste and the Maker and all those other things. Disciple Havard.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
Veiled in white. That's easy. That would be the mountains, like the frost-covered mountains.
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
And we've got one more. Or two more, rather. Lady Vasilia.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Yeah, eye for an eye. Yeah, vengeance. Definitely.
Yes, my husband Hysarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
Charmed, I'm sure. And last but not least, Ialise.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
Smallest lark can carry a tune, but the strongest man may not necessarily be able to carry a tune.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
Yeah, Leliana mentioned that as well. Very cool. I'm glad that we talked to Leliana just before all of this, because it makes... Wait a minute. Shiani? Cousin? Oh my gosh, what is our cousin doing here? Shiani?
Hey.
Shiani?
Who else? It's good to see you, I suppose. Life out there's been good to you, hasn't it? You're respected even among humans. Do you remember us? Where you came from? And what some of us still face every day?
Of course I remember you. Of course. I'm sure Angelus thinks about his family every single day. I wish I could free you all.
Really? Thank you, but that will take time. More time than you can spare. What happened? It wasn't really your fault. You were caught in the situation just like the rest of us. You have a great task to complete. I want you to take this. I think you should have it.
Oh.
Seeing you now gives me hope. For all of us.
Thank you, Shiani. So that wasn't really the real Shiani. That was a spirit of a spirit in the form of Shiani. She gave us the reflection. +3 strength, +3 willpower, +15% to healing effects received, and +15 health. That's pretty nice. I think I'm gonna wear that. Thank you, Shiani. That's fitting for Angelus to wear that. That's very nice. And look, we've already run out of space. Great. But I will give this Ring of Faith... For now, just to open up space, I'm going to give this Ring of Faith to Leliana, even though she probably won't be able to use much of it. And we're probably going to have to dump some other stuff, but for now we're going to continue on. What? Whoa! Leliana, Angelus, Sky, and Win. Whoa! Okay, looks like we've got Dark Leliana, Dark Wind, Dark Angelus, and Dark Sky. The Dark Sky.
This should be easy enough.
Come on, everybody. Of course we should take... Oh, Angelus. Just... How? Angelus. We should take down Shadow Angelus first, I think. And then win. Before she can bring up. Uh-oh. Now everybody get win. Shadow win. And magic ward. That's fine. Oh.
Watch out! Show me.
Ooh, win. Group heal.
What you've got.
Alright. Battle it is then.
Gotta keep the heals up.
And never like this part.
Alright. I think we're okay now.
Be careful!
Weapons at the ready. Get out of here! Victory will be ours.
Come on, everybody. We got this. And one more. Shadow Leliana.
As you wish. Only one shall stand.
Good job, everybody. Good job. Alright, onward. Whew. Guess that was another trial of the Gauntlet. Andraste loved...
Well, looks like there's only one way forward.
This looks fun. I bet we'll have to work together and join hands and sing a happy song to get across.
That part of the bridge looks like it's there, but I don't think it is. Try something else.
Alright, we're gonna give this a try. Hello.
These are like stepping stones, aren't they? We have to take them one at a time to get across.
Okay. There we go. And then... There we go. There we go. Finally, at long last, we figured it out.
Well, that was fascinating. How do you think that was accomplished? Mirrors? Magic?
Come on, guys. Oof. That took longer than it should have taken. That's okay.
I thought it was a legend. I didn't believe.
I don't know what to say.
Uh-oh. Wow, look. I think it's up there. Now we just have to get past this wall of fire. This altar is a little more than a dusty stone slab. You can make out an inscription carved into its face. Cast off the trappings of worldly life and cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit. King and slave, lord and beggar, be born anew in the Maker's sight. In other words, the Maker wants us to strip. Great. Alright, come on guys. Let's go skinny dipping into the wall of fire, shall we? Remove equipment. Oh, how lovely. Look at us. Yay, yay. I'm all bloody though. Sky. He whimpers pathetically. Come on, Sky, what's wrong? Are you scared of the fire? Oh, don't be such a baby. Come on, it's only a little fire. Sky's really nervous about this. You've done well, you're a good dog. He pants and lays down to rest. Alright, Sky, no really. Can you please take care of this mess for me? Sky barks happily. Okay, we are clean. And poor Rory is not, but that's okay. Alright, everybody. Are you ready? Ready to take the plunge? Alright. Here we go. Oh.
You have been through the trials of the Gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
About time. Can we put our clothes back on first? Okay,
I think it will be a beautiful day.
Oh? Why would that be? Wait, why are you smiling like that? What put you in such a good mood?
The Maker told me to.
The Maker? Leliana. How to say this? I am also a very devoted man, but the Maker himself told you?
Fine, fine. I was just making conversation.
My dear friend, please do not be offended. It's just, well, sometimes we should keep our beliefs to ourselves, lest we scare others.
That's definitely something I should learn to do. Sometimes I get carried away.
Yes, I noticed.
I don't know, Rory, believe what you want, but it looks like this urn of sacred ashes are actually up there. Wow. This is pretty big, everybody. This has to be it.
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the urn of sacred ashes. I have no words to express.
This is something I will never forget. Andraste be praised.
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
These are the earthly remains of Andraste, prophet and bride of the Maker. Sure, let's take a pinch of the ashes. Only a pinch, because that's really all we need. Angelus isn't going to take advantage of the situation because he's very respectful of Andraste and the Maker, so yeah, just a pinch. If my mouse will work. Come on. You take a pinch of the ashes and place it in a leather pouch. And now we're going to leave the urn alone. Amazing. What do you think of this, Liliana?
You've seen and touched Andraste's ashes. They are the holiest thing on this earth, the remains of the Maker's chosen.
I would not have disturbed them, but for the Arl's sake.
I know, it seems almost irreverent to use her as a curative. And it is also a tiny bit morbid.
Yeah.
I do not know if I am worthy to look upon her.
Andraste fought for everyone. She belongs to us all.
Yes, of course, but it still is something to be in awe of.
I have to agree with you. Yes, I have to agree with you. How about you, Win?
What's on your mind?
You got nothing to say about this, Win? Alright.
It is no trouble.
How about you, Rory?
You know, I'm so very glad I found you when I did.
Of course you are. You can't have enough of me.
Haha, is that so? But just think of it. For instance, I can't say I lived a secluded life. I traveled with the Terran soldiers sometimes, But the things I'm seeing now, the things I'm learning, I've grown up. Not to mention all the combat training I'm getting.
Well, you don't need me for any of those.
Oh, but I do. I need you terribly. I have found someone I truly love, who makes my days brighter. I want to share everything with you.
Oh, Rory! You know, Rory, I love you. You know that I love you, Rory.
Ah, there you go. My day just became brighter.
Aww. How fitting. Rory and Angelus kissing right before Andraste. Right before the sacred ashes of Andraste. Ah. You stand before the sacred ashes. No, I'm leaving the urn alone. I hope you enjoyed the show, Andraste. I'm sure I did. How sweet. How sweet. Okay, and let's see, Leliana, what we got?
Right away.
Greater health poultice. Yes. That was a picturesque place for us to make out. That was a great place for us to make out. A holy ground. It's okay.
It's done.
Ooh, I don't think we can take all of this. Alright, we're gonna have to start dumping things. I can't seem to be able to feed Angelus the Mabari crunches, so I'm gonna throw that out. And... Unfortunate Adventure. Ooh, Golden Demon Pendant, Belt of the Magister Lords, Leather Helm, a modest pendant that looks eerily like the head of a demon hangs off of this thick gold chain. Alright, what else can we get rid of that I don't really need? Gosh, there's so much stuff here. Let's get rid of the ice bolts, because I'm not really going to be using, you know, my crossbows anytime soon. And I don't really need... Well, Even leather boots, chase and a sack of meat, blah 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 blah. Let's get rid of the hardened leather gloves. And I'm just gonna grab the golden pendant and the belt of the Magister Lords and leave the leather helm behind, because I don't really need it. Good. I think that's everything. Thank you, Guardian of the Gauntlet. I will take my leave now. Thank goodness. Alright, hopefully these sacred ashes will actually be able to cure... hopefully we'll be able to cure Arl Eamon with these. Hopefully we're not too late. Hopefully we are not too late. Actually, I'll level up Wynn later. Might level her up off camera, because there's some things I want to decide before I start distributing things. Alright, see Andraste High Dragon wannabe. I am going to make my way over here to this...
It is sometimes so hard to believe that you have been through so much at such a young age.
I think I look younger than I am.
Yes, that is possible. When I was your age, I was just about ready to take on my first apprentice. In hindsight, perhaps I should have waited a few more years. I was arrogant, my confidence bolstered by my youth.
It is so hard to imagine seeing you now.
Oh, I've had some 2 decades or so to grow mellow. Believe me, back then I was quite prickly.
So you are like a fine wine, yes? Losing the raw edges over time.
I suppose there is some truth to that analogy, but dear Maker, I do hate being compared to wine. Or cheese. Especially cheese.
Do I actually have... I thought I had some wine in my inventory. Did I not give... Did I? Maybe not. Maybe I don't have it in my inventory at the moment. Oh well. Let's go. For a moment there, I thought Rory was gonna propose to me or something right there in front of the sacred ashes of Andraste. I would not have put it past him. Let's see. Alright, so this is where we are. Hopefully Brother Genetivi is still kicking. Hey, brother, my brother Genetivi.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it?
Show Genetivi the pouch of ashes.
Is that? Oh, there's some dust on... No, that's not dust. Oh, Maker, I'm not worthy to look upon. What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean?
Honestly, nothing has touched me quite so deeply.
You are a very fortunate person. And so am I. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
Well, just as long as people don't take advantage and start snatching up all the ashes from the urn, because that... You better use some caution with that, Brother Genetivi. Like, this is a pretty sacred area, and, like, turning it into a... Not a tourist attraction, but, you know, like... If this becomes public, if this information becomes public, I don't know. I worry about that. That is not wise. Many will try to exploit this discovery.
But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
I agree. We cannot withhold this from others. It is not our place.
All right.
You have noble intentions, Brother Genetivi. But can you say the same of your brethren in the Chantry?
Right.
I will spread this good news or die trying.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what Liliana is saying, but I also agree with Wynn. Like, you gotta be careful. I mean, you might have the most, you might have the most noble intentions, Brother Genetivi, but not everyone who discovers, this information about the urn will necessarily be just as noble. You gotta be careful about this. If something bad comes of this, it's your fault.
I must return home. I have much to do. If you ever find yourself in Denerim, please visit me. I am not a rich man, but I have a small collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
Okay. At this point, I'm just gonna leave it up to Brother Genetivi. I'm just gonna leave it to his hands. I wasn't gonna kill him. I mean, that would be just silly. Okay. Alright. We should go back to camp now. I think it's a good time for us to relax now. Whew, this was a pretty long session for me. And a lot happened. We've got a whole bunch of things we need to sell and store. So good. Alright. Place myself right in where I belong, right between Rory and Alistair. My romance and bromance. Great. Alright, everybody. I hope you guys had fun with that. I certainly enjoyed myself going through and looking for the legendary holy urn of the sacred ashes of Andraste. And, yeah, I can't wait to jump into the next session. So, until next time, folks, love yourselves and love each other.